Hi.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our focus activity for the five boring. If you've been here before, you might have seen us. My name is Michelle. I'm a teacher in Milano Meravili, and I'm originally from Pakistan. And I work there with Jadene.
Yes. So I am originally from London, though in England. Um, but yeah, so Michelle and I are both currently in Milan. And for anyone who comes, please introduce yourselves and tell us where you are right now.
Okay, moving on. Jadene, would you like to read?
Sure. So boring, which hopefully this webinar will not be. In this focus activity, bored versus boring. So VS, just you pronounce this, it's short for versus. Excited versus exciting. Interested versus interesting. And fun versus funny.
These are all adjectives, right? And it's really interesting how, even though they are really similar, they can mean different things.
Yeah. Hi, Angelo.
Hello, how are you today, Angelo? How has your day been?
Okay. Angelo is from Rome. He is 27 years old. It's nice to meet you.
Okay, what do you think? So, as Jadine
Okay.
and I figure out the answers, would you guys like to write in and let us know what you think? That would be great. Um, write your answers to us. So, Jadine, what things make you bored? Make you feel bored?
The quarantine makes me feel bored. Also, running
Hmm.
for just distance makes me feel bored. And one more thing, maybe non-fiction books. Not all of them, but some of them. So these are non-fiction is a type of book that is something factual. So it is true. What about you, Michelle? And also, hi, Pasquale. So, Angela Pasquale, answer these questions as well. What
Hmm.
kind of things make you feel bored?
Um, running really bores me as well. I do not like to run because I feel so bored. Um, Movies, there are some movies which bore me, and typically those are action movies which have no plot. I
Oh,
find those
really?
I find those quite boring. Um, what else? Mm, anything during which I have to sit and sit still for an extended period of time bores me because I do get a little restless, so I need to be able to move every hour or so.
Okay. Oh, hey,
Ha-
Francesca. And Angela says, quarantine is not so boring. You can sing from the windows and no one thinks, because remember, this is third person. So singular, no one thinks you are crazy. Maybe I will try this tomorrow. I have not really been singing very much where I am. And I just want to say, so Michelle has been using the verb as well. So something bores me. And to bore someone, or if something bores you, it makes you feel bored. So bored is the adjective and bore is the verb.
Okay, and number two, what things make you feel excited?
Um, oh, sorry, I think that was me. What makes me feel excited? Food, especially good food when I'm hungry, makes me feel excited. Um, Going to a concert or the
Mm,
theater to watch a play before it begins, I feel excited for what will happen. Um, and maybe presents.
yeah, absolutely. Birthday presents, Christmas presents.
Yeah. And what about you?
Hmm. Food, definitely. Food really excites me, particularly dessert. I
Oh, really?
especially, yeah, I love dessert. So any form of dessert, pastries, brioche, pudding, chocolate, so good. So that
Okay.
I feel excited about food. I feel excited about a good workout. If I have a good workout partner and I get a good workout in, I feel excited. And summer. I definitely feel
Oh,
very excited about summer.
that's nice. So Francesca says, I love to do. So we would usually say to make a program for my trip. Yes, that is very exciting. But we can also call a program, if you're talking about a schedule for a trip, we can call it an itinerary.
Hmm.
And these are the things you'll do every day. So on my first day, I will go to the beach. On the second day, I will go on a tour, something like this. Um, and I just want to say as well, so guys, please answer the questions. But in the same way you can say something bores me, you can also say something excites me. So this is the verb. So I am excited because something excites me. Hi, Bruno.
Sandra says, I feel bored if I spend my time with boring people. That's uh, that's true. I can't argue with that logic.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. So I
Angela
feel
says, go for it.
I feel excited. So the adjective is always excited for everybody, and the verb is excite. So I feel excited when I play sports. And we just need to use the subject I again because we've connected two different parts of the sentence. So I feel excited and I play sports with the word when. So you can say them separately, which is why we need another subject. We need to know who you're talking about all the time.
Okay, number three. What are you interested in?
All right, and we have one more from Sandra. Oh,
Mm.
yeah, we have more. So Sandra says, I feel excited when I paint or when I am painting. You can use either. Um, if we use the continuous form, so the ing, we need the verb to be. But if you're talking about something that happens generally or all the time, we can use the present simple. So I feel excited when I paint. And do you want to do this one, Michelle?
Sure. I feel excited when I am in the wild country. Okay, so I imagine that when you mean wild country, you're just talking about the countryside where it's a bit more rural and not really developed. So you could just say, I feel excited when I am in the countryside. What do you think, Janine?
Yeah,
Jadine,
you can
sorry.
say. That's okay. You can say.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I do this. I don't even know a Judy.
I know you told me. Like I wish Janine. Um, okay, yeah. So we can say the countryside, or maybe you just mean genuinely in a different country that's more wild, like a jungle. I'm not sure,
Mm,
but probably
right.
probably the countryside. So yeah, the countryside is just any rural area. And rural means, there are lots of farms and land. And like Michelle said, it's not very developed and there are not many buildings. Okay, and now we have some answers to question 3 already. So, what are you interested in? And we always say interested in.
Right.
So these words
Sandra
come together. Oh, great.
Sandra has said, I am interested in photography. So I would say I am interested in photography. And we spell photography a little differently. And this is an easy mistake to make because of the way it's pronounced. Always remember that in English, unlike Italian, we don't pronounce it the way we spell it. So sometimes words have a different combination of words have a different pronunciation. In the case of G and H, very often they have a f sound, like phone. Um, okay, and Angela says, I'm interested in the world of PC in general. So I would assume you're talking about IT, right? So you could say, I'm interested in information technology or computer science if you want to get more technical.
I think there's one. Oh no, it was also with Francesca. So Francesca said, I am interesting in photography, but we'll talk about this later. But when
Mm-hmm.
we're talking again, so like something makes me bored, something makes me excited, and something makes me interested. Okay, so we always keep this form with the words ending in ed. So I am interested in photography.
Bruno has said, I am interested in old motorbikes of 70s. That's really
Ah,
cool. But I
yes.
have a question. Is it specifically only motorbikes or motorcycles that you could find in the 70s, or just generally older versions? So for that, you could easily say, I'm interested in vintage motorbikes.
Mm, yes, and also we usually say from the 70s if we're talking about a
Hmm.
time period. So something from this time, not of this time.
Absolutely. Sandra says she's interested in philosophy theories and books.
Wow,
Fantastic.
I like that a lot. Ah, and Francesca, perfect. I am interested in photography. Is perfect. Hi,
And we have
Domenico.
welcome. Okay. Number 4. Do you know any funny jokes?
This is
This is
different.
awkward.
Um, Caesar told me a joke today. I have a
Okay.
version. It's a
Okay.
knock knock. It's a knock knock joke. So
Okay.
knock knock,
Who's there?
uncle.
Uncle who?
Knock knock,
Who's there?
uncle.
Uncle who?
Knock knock,
Who's there?
uncle.
Uncle who?
Knock knock. It's the last one. It's the last one. It's not funny yet, Michelle. Come on. Knock
Okay.
knock.
Who's there?
Aunt.
Aunt who?
Aren't you glad uncle's gone?
Oh, good Lord, that is so bad.
You were laughing before I finished. It was
Because
good.
I
It
knew
was
it was
good.
going to be bad, so I was preempting it. I was like, this is going to be the worst dad joke, and It's
You
going to be so
enjoyed
bad.
it.
It's going to be
You
good.
enjoyed it. You
I
enjoyed
did.
it. Oh yeah.
I
So
did.
guys, for anyone who didn't get it, it was a play on words, and it was very funny. Um, because an aunt is the sister of your mother or father, and to say aren't you happy, it means are you not happy? But aunt and aunt have the same sound.
Okay, I have one. Um,
Okay.
why do we tell actors to break a leg?
Why?
Because every play has a cast.
That was also terrible.
Yeah, it was so bad. It's good.
Oh, actually, I do have one more, which is a little bit not PC, which means politically correct. So I don't know if there are any children watching. Think no.
Tara, are you there? I think she's there.
Okay. So, um, what is the difference between snowmen and snowwomen?
What is the difference between a snowman and a snow woman?
Snowballs. And hi, Sylvia. You've come at the perfect time. I hope you're enjoying the comedy gold.
If you have any interesting joke, guys, if you have any good jokes, please send them across to us.
Yes, but these jokes were funny because they made Michelle laugh.
They did.
Oh God. Okay, shall we move on?
Oh, sorry. Okay, bored or boring. So initially we spoke about these two words, and Jadene said we would come back to it. Bored and boring, interested and interesting, and so on. So bored is used to say how people feel. Example, I don't have anything to do, I'm bored. However, boring is used to describe people or things that are not interesting. Example, the movie is boring. So bored is inside, right? It's how you feel, it's an internal feeling. But boring is external. Boring is external. What we should really be careful here is that they're both adjectives. So sometimes it's easy to say one's an adjective and maybe one's not, but they're both adjectives. So, Jadine, would you like to read?
No.
Jadine's still laughing about the joke. It was a good joke that she told us. Okay, so number one, I am so blank, I want to fall asleep. So, when do we usually feel like we're falling asleep? When you
And
are boring or when you are bored?
when you are bored. Because as you said, bored or the ed word is how you feel.
Fantastic. Okay, number two. This lesson is
Ah,
not
excellent, Sylvia.
fantastic. Guys, why don't you write to us and let us
Yeah.
know?
Okay.
Thank
So,
you.
oh, yay. That's good. Good to know.
It's not like we
Um,
forced it on you, but we'll take it.
okay. So yes, this is not boring. Um, the number three, my uncle is a person. Now, is this the way you feel, or is this the description of something?
Okay, so this looks like a description, right? Because the subject is my uncle and it doesn't talk about feelings. So I would say my
Exactly.
uncle is a boring person. Fantastic work, guys.
Exactly. Well
Sylvia,
done, Bruno, Sylvia.
good job,
Um,
guys.
so yes, my uncle is a boring person because he makes me feel bored.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay, number 4. I think she is blank by this film. What do you think, Jadine?
So I think this one is a bit trickier. But again, guys, you just have to think, is this describing a feeling
Mm.
or is it describing a person or a thing? Excellent. Sylvia, Bruno, yes. So I think she is bored because we're talking about how she feels.
Absolutely. Guys, if anything is unclear, if you have any confusion, write to us and ask us. And we are so happy to be able to help you. Okay, so some more practice. Jadine, would you like to?
Sure. So guys, while I read them out for pronunciation, you can just write the number and whether you think the correct word is bored or boring. So number 1, I can't read this book. It's too. Number 2, my vacation was terrible. I was all the time. Number 3, there is nothing to watch on TV. And as well, guys, don't forget, we pronounce TV, not VU. Number 4, I want to go home. I think this party is, and I'm, and number 5, my sister didn't like the museum. She was. Okay, great. We have lots of really nice comments already.
Mm-hmm. Sylvia and Bruno got the first one right.
Yes, and then the second one, my vacation was terrible. I was bored all the time. Exactly. And then the third one, um, this this could be true. I've heard people say, I've heard people say, if you can't enjoy your time alone, then you are boring. Um, but I think in this case, we're talking about the way this person feels. Um, they might be boring, but they might not be boring. But because there is nothing to watch on TV and there's nothing for them to do, they feel bored. So, okay, well done, Domenico. Well done, Bruno. Okay, and then again, Sylvia. This is fine, but you've got them the other way around. So, I want to go home. I think this party is boring because we're describing the situation, but I feel bored. So I am bored because the boring party makes me feel bored. So always remember, guys, ing makes you feel ed. That's okay. It's just practice.
Yeah, don't worry, Sylvia. You don't need to apologize. And the last one, my sister didn't like the museum. She was
What do you guys think?
bored because it's a feeling, right? You could say that we wouldn't say she was boring because if she hasn't moved on in life, meaning if she's still alive, you would say she is boring, right?
Unless, well done, Sylvia. Unless maybe a few years ago she was boring and then
Mm-hmm.
she decided to make a big change and became very interesting.
Okay,
So,
question number one. So this is a fun question, given we're all stuck in the same situation. Are you bored? And are you boring?
generally, we're talking generally. So not right now. We know right now you are not bored, obviously, because we are
Uh,
here.
Fingers crossed. What things do you think are boring? What things are not boring? So Jadine, are you bored in this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I can confirm. I am very bored. Um,
No. Okay, so the thing with converting this into Italian is a little bit different, right? So when you have bored and noioso in Italian, we would say that is annoyata is bored, okay, and boring would be annoyosa. But the way we use it is a little different because annoyosa can also mean tedious and annoying, but boring doesn't necessarily mean annoying.
mm,
So,
boring is the opposite of interesting.
mm,
Mm. So if you are interested in something, you are not bored. And if something is interesting, it's not boring.
fantastic. So, Sylvia, your translations are correct, but the usage is a little more nuanced. Okay, if you guys have any more ideas about what you find boring, what you don't find boring, write to us. In the meantime, we are moving on to excited and interested. Would you like
Mm.
to read?
Sure. So excited and interested are used to talk about how we feel. For example, I'm excited about going to Paris next week. She is interested in learning French. Um, and then there are two questions, but just before we talk about the questions, I want to talk about what interested in actually means. Um, because in this example, she is interested in learning French. It can mean, yes, she thinks French is interesting. If we are interested in something, it actually means we want to know more about it. So for example, if you want to take English lessons, but you are currently not taking English lessons, when you ask for them, you could say, I'm interested in taking English lessons. I want to know more about them. So it kind of has two meanings.
Right, that's an important different differentiation to make, right? To show curiosity or not be or to be involved.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So what are you interested in, JD?
Um, I am interested in politics. Um, sorry. So I'm interested in politics because I find it interesting. I am interested in yeah, the theatre and things like that, like artsy things. More and more, I'm becoming more interested in politics. Hello?
Okay.
Okay, sorry, my computer just muted itself. Um, so maybe it thinks I'm boring. What are you interested in?
I'm interested in nutrition. Um, I am interested in politics. I am not interested in art much. I don't have a very arty side to me, but I am interested in fashion.
Okay. And I've just realized, sorry, as I've been typing this, usually if we follow interested in with an ing verb, it means that you want to be involved in something. Whereas if you follow it with something else, like a noun, it means this is what you have interest in. For example, I'm interested in politics. I find politics interesting.
Okay, guys, we are going to read your comments. We have Sylvia here who says she is interested in traveling all over the world. Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, I like that too. I enjoy traveling, and I do have a few places that I would really like to visit. But just remember, we have the, just like Jadine said, it's interested in. Okay, so no, we wouldn't say interested about. Okay, moving on. So we did excited, interested, and now exciting and interesting. Would you like to read, JD?
Sure. So exciting and interesting are used to describe people or things. For example, I have an exciting life, or the artist is an interesting person. um, and also, don't forget that we like to use, or we always use the adjective before the noun. So we wouldn't say a life exciting, we say an exciting life. And as well, not a person interesting, but an interesting person.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have some answers from before. So Bruno, I'm excited about learning English to communicate with others. Nice. And Domenico, I'm excited about when I take beautiful sunset photos. Oh, really nice.
Okay, just one thing. So usually when we use the preposition about, we usually follow it up with a verb ing, right? For example, when we make a suggestion, how about going for a drink? Or what about going to a concert? The same way, I'm excited about taking beautiful sunset pictures. Or you can say, I am excited when I take beautiful sunset pictures. Take out the about. So just a few changes and two options. Sylvia, fantastic. I'm excited about going to the concert. Which concert? Tell us more. Okay, so we're going to try and fill the gaps here. Oh, she's talking about the.
Oh,
I got it, Sylvia. I got it. A minute late, but I got it. Classical. Okay, so we would say
oh,
classical. Yep.
really good, really good.
What kind of concerts do you enjoy, JD?
I don't really go to concerts that much, but I don't know why, because I always like them when I go.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I think I like all kinds of concerts actually. I do like going to see an orchestra. I think they can be really beautiful. But
Absolutely.
then I enjoy like DJ sets. They say a DJ set. So this is with all the music and sound pre-recorded, so no live instruments. Um, but the music is played live to you. So the music is played in real time, but the instruments are not live. Oh, Sylvia's a musician. So we always say
Fantastic.
I'm a musician.
What
Nice.
kind of instruments do you play?
And what kind of music as well? Is it classical? Only classical? Okay, so Domenico has said, um, number one, exciting, no, because remember we use the ing. Ing talks about a situation and ed talks about a feeling. So
Mm-hmm.
ing makes you feel the ed word. So the concert is exciting and it makes me feel excited.
Absolutely. We have a few comments coming in. Sylvia says that she's a singer
Oh,
and
love.
you play the violin. Wow.
Yes, violinist and a vocal coach. So maybe you could help me. I don't know about you, Michelle, but I cannot sing.
I can't sing either, but my bathroom is where I jam.
Where's that? Where's that?
Bruno says it's a very
Oh,
beautiful festival in Lyon. Um, okay,
which is cool.
I imagine so. I've never been, but tell us more. What kind of festival is it? Is it what
Yeah.
kind of music do they play?
And don't
Um,
forget, we always capitalize. Maybe it was a mistake, but we always capitalize the months.
mhm,
Okay, so months and names we always make capital. Okay, so Domenico again is the same issue here.
mhm.
So interesting describes the situation, but ed, interested, describes how I feel. So I feel excited about the concert and I feel interested in music.
Okay, number 3. This book is very blank. You should read it. So while Jadine and I talk about the kind of books we like, why don't you guys tell us the answer? Because I think this is a good way to figure out if you've understood the difference.
Hmm.
So Jadine, you mentioned that you don't like nonfiction. What kind of books do you like?
Um, I like, I don't really know exactly all the genres. I like books that have some kind of historical reference, but
Mm-hmm.
that aren't true. So I like it when there's a really clear time and place.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, all of the characters are not real. I like books that teach me new things. So I like books set in different countries as well. I like mysteries
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, there are lots of books. Really, what kind of books do you like?
I like fiction. I do prefer reading fiction. I love reading fantasy. So I read a lot of fantasy. I do like historical fiction as well. And I like thrillers. I enjoy reading something that scares me or
I was
leaves
gonna
me
say, do you like
hanging.
when it's how horrible?
Because I don't like watching horror movies, so I just read
Okay,
instead.
it's possibly scarier, but
It is.
okay.
Your mind can play tricks. Fantastic. Sylvia, you've really understood. Skydiving is an interesting sport. Fantastic. Okay, exciting and interesting. Would you like to read, Judy?
Sure. Um, so we just removed this comment, but I can't. My mouse is frozen. Maybe you can do it. Exciting and interesting. You are watching a long film where nothing happens. Number two, tomorrow you are going scuba diving for the first time. Number three, you are reading a book about a topic you love. And number four, you're at the ballet with your aunt. You hate the ballet. And notice, guys, the way I say ballet, we do not pronounce the teeth. Uh, Probably Bruno in Lyon is disgusted at my my pronunciation of ballet, but in English, this is how we say it.
Okay, so describe the situations. How do they make you feel? What adjectives can you use to describe what they are like? What adjectives can you use to describe what they aren't like? So think of the words we've spoken about and feel free to add your own as well. The
Mhm.
first one, so you're watching a movie when nothing happens. I would feel bored and I would say the movie is boring and it isn't interesting. Fantastic, Sylvia. She says the film is not exciting. Good.
Excellent. I can't see these comments. Oh, okay. Yes, the film is not exciting. Um, yeah, so the film is not exciting or the film is not interesting.
hmm
Either nothing is happening.
Another word I would use, which is something we haven't studied today, but it's a word we know, slow, right?
Hmm,
If a movie, there's nothing happening in the movie, you can describe the movie as slow because it's not moving fast. Sylvia says, for tomorrow, you're going scuba diving for the first time. You're excited. Yep, that would definitely be how I feel. And what adjectives would you use to describe what they aren't like?
no. Yes. Uh, so for me, I would say uh, scuba diving is exciting and it's interesting,
Mm,
and I am not bored, or I
right.
will not be bored because we're talking about tomorrow, so I
hmm
will not be bored. And
Fantastic.
number three, you're reading a
hmm
book about a topic you love. Sylvia says you are reading an interesting book. So really good. But don't forget that we always use the article an with an N if the
hmm
word afterwards starts with a vowel. So A, E, I, O, or U.
Yep, that's an important one to remember. Bruno says for number two, he would be impatient.
Nice, great word.
Absolutely. Okay, and lastly, you are at the ballet with your aunt. You hate the ballet. How do you feel? I would be bored. I actually like the ballet, but if I
I
didn't
also
like
like
it,
the ballet.
it's beautiful.
Yeah,
But if I wasn't interested in it, I would say I am bored and it is boring.
excellent. So for the last part of the lesson, shall we go to the next slide?
Mm-hmm.
Um, to look at the difference between
Sure.
fun and funny.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Would
So
you like to read?
sure. This is also something I hear a lot of people make mistakes about. So to have fun, and really well done, Sylvia. The ballet isn't exciting. You are bored. Um, so to have fun, so verb and then the noun, to enjoy something. For example, did you have fun at Dave's birthday party? So have is the verb and then the noun is fun. Fun as an adjective is something or someone who is enjoyable. For example, we played a fun game yesterday. I really enjoyed the game. Then funny, an adjective, is something or someone that makes you laugh. So you guys all remember earlier when I told that really funny joke? Michelle laughed. So the joke was funny because it caused someone to laugh.
Okay, so here we have a list and we have to divide it. So the first one is to have fun because it's right there. I hope you have fun at the party. So I hope you enjoy yourself. You enjoy the party. The second one, the new Jim Carrey film isn't very funny. So over here, we're saying that it doesn't make you laugh, right? Oh, that hasn't come there. And number three, I always have a fun time when I visit my cousins. So if you
Yeah.
notice, the first one is have fun together, which is verb plus noun. And the second one is have a fun time. Okay, so make sure you see the difference because over here, in the first one, fun is a noun, and in the second one, fun is an adjective. Do you
Okay,
have
so
fun at Christmas? Hmm.
um so Bruno, it's good, but this is either a question in the past. So at the last Christmas party, did you have fun? And don't forget we need a question mark as well to show it's a question. Or if you're talking generally, like, do you like Christmas parties? Do you have fun at Christmas parties? Do you enjoy them? We have to use the plural. So Christmas parties.
Okay, so let's start filling this. Would you like to, Judy?
Sure. So fun or funny. And remember, fun is a pleasant situation and funny makes you laugh. So Jim is a really guy. He always makes me laugh. Well done, Sylvia. So Jim is a really funny guy because he always makes me laugh. Number two, it's to learn English. Number three, the party is boring. I'm not having. Mm. Well done, Sylvia. It's fun to learn English. Number four, Marissa always tells jokes. And number five, I love cooking. I think it's.
Okay, so number three, the party is boring. I'm not having fun. Marissa always tells blank jokes. Jokes are supposed to make you laugh, so funny jokes. And I love cooking. I think it's fun. It's enjoyable.
So for the um so Bruno has said for number two, funny,
Mhm.
no, because funny always means it makes you laugh. So maybe you laugh when you learn English, but generally this is not normal. So the situation is fun. Um, we've got just over a minute of the lesson left. If anyone has any questions, let us know now. And if not, we can just quickly talk through a summary.
We're gonna walk through the summary, and you guys can write to us and let us know if you have any questions. First up, let's just go through fun and funny and have fun. So remember, have fun is to enjoy something, and in the phrase have fun, fun is a noun. If you use fun as an adjective, it means something or someone is enjoyable. For example, that was a fun English class. It was an enjoyable class. Funny is someone or something that makes you laugh, like a funny movie. is a movie which makes you laugh. Okay, and here we have excited and interesting, and exciting and interesting. So, excited and interesting are used to talk about how we feel. Something makes you feel interested. When you are interested in something, it means that you are either very curious about it or you are involved. There's some sort of involvement. So, when we talk about that, we talk about feeling. The same for excited. When we use the word excited, we talk about how we feel, we look forward to something. Interesting is used to describe a place, a movie, or a thing, and the same with exciting. Jadine, would you like to do bored and boring?
Sure. So just the same as excited and exciting and interested and interesting. I feel bored. So it's the way I feel inside. A situation is not making me happy. I want to sleep. I am bored. Uh, and if we want to describe not the feeling, but the reason people are bored, it's because something is boring. Something is making you feel this way.
Fantastic. And with that, guys, we're going to end the lesson. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yay, and
Um,
being interactive. We
mhm.
love it.
It really makes such a big difference. We had a great time. Hope you have a great evening.
Bye.
Bye bye.